All right, guys, welcome to Job 28. We're getting down towards the end now. We still got a few to go. Job is finishing up his speech from the last chapter. He maintains his integrity, makes a clear statement against those guys who are now openly attacking him. Job continues with a discourse on wisdom. Surely there is a mine for silver, and a place where gold is refined. Iron is taken from the earth, and copper is smelted from ore. Man puts an end to darkness and searches every recess for ore in the darkness and the shadow of death. He breaks open a shaft away from people, in places forgotten by feet. They hang far away from men. They swing to and fro. As for the earth, from it comes bread, but underneath it is turned up as by fire. Its stones are the source of sapphires, and it contains gold dust. This is interesting because a lot of us think that only in recent times have we just been able to dig down and find these things. They were very, very astute in those things back then. And it's funny because they refer, all these guys were all Neanderthals. No, they were actually very smart, very learned men. Verse 7, that path no bird knows, nor has the falcon's eye seen it. The proud lions have not trodden it, nor has the fierce lion passed over it. He puts his hand on the flint. He overturns the mountains at the roots. He cuts out channels in the rocks, and his eye sees every precious thing. He dams up the streams from trickling. What is hidden he brings forth to light. That's panning for gold. He's panning for gold. They thought that was a recent thing. No. Verse 12, but where can wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? But where can wisdom be found? They can find everything else, but they can't find that. And where is the place of understanding? Man does not know its value, nor is it found in the land of the living. The deep says, it is not me, and the sea says, it is not with me. It cannot be purchased for gold, nor can silver be weighed for its price. It cannot be valued in the gold of Ophir, in precious onyx or sapphire. Neither gold nor crystal can equal it, nor can it be exchanged for jewelry of fine gold. These things are this is much more accurate than any of these things, or much more valuable than any of these things. No mention shall be made of coral or quartz, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. The topaz of Ethiopia cannot equal it, nor can it be valued in pure gold. From where then does wisdom come? And where is the place of understanding? It is hidden from the eyes of all living, and concealed from the birds of the air. Destruction and death say, we have heard a report about it with our ears. You know, death is a spirit. Angel of death, the Bible talks about. Death doesn't know about these things. God understands its way, and he knows its place. Only God does. For he looks to the ends of the earth and sees under the whole heavens, to establish a weight for the wind and apportion the waters by measure, when he made a law for the rain and a path for the thunderbolt. Very interesting. The law for the rain is it falls straight down. It cannot fall another direction. The wind can blow it at angles, but it still falls straight down. The path of the thunderbolt is a negative ion trail. A positive ion trail. There's guys, photographers, that have tried to capture lightning with certain shutter speeds on their cameras, and they've captured these little trails that illuminate coming off of objects. And funny enough, many of those, that's where the lightning strikes, is on these little ion trails. God made that. Then he saw wisdom and declared it. He prepared it. Indeed, he searched it out. And to man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding. This is throughout the Bible. And we're reading it in Job. The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. Not fear as in being terrified. This is a completely different kind of fear. And to depart from evil is understanding. To see evil for what it is. To admit and agree with God, this is what this is. And to leave it. To walk away from it. That is understanding. It's so simple. Now, when you look at all the subcategories, it is extremely complicated and so broad, I can't even possibly grasp it all. But in its simplicity, fear God, and you are wise. Depart from evil, and you have understanding. So simple. We look at our lives and go, okay, where can I fear God in this? We're doing what he says, first of all. Agreeing with him that your sin is sin. Obeying him. Believing his word and putting it into practice. That's fearing God. Departing from evil, what does that look like? You see something as a sin and agree with God as a sin, you stop doing it. To the best you can. And if you can, you ask the Lord, Lord, help me stop this. Take the temptation away. Well, what can I do to make this go away? Your desire should be to not sin. You can't achieve that, but your desire should be that. Depart from evil. Flee with extra flee. What is evil? There are many things we can do. They want me to lie about this at my job. I'm not going to do that. That's wrong. Integrity. It's so simple. It's so amazing. It's so easy. And yet people so complicate these things. Job went through this whole explanation here to bring it down to its core, bring it down to its simplest things. Fear God. That is wisdom. Depart from evil. That is understanding. And the Bible confirms it throughout. How incredible. So Job has given these guys a great deal of instruction. And he asked them in the previous chapter, listen to me. Listen to the words I'm going to share with you. And what he speaks is truth. What he speaks is very appropriate. And I love that he's standing his ground no matter what. To the point that he's not even paying much attention to them anymore, but he's speaking to them, but he's also speaking to God at the same time. He's not backing down. He's holding on to his integrity, holding on to truth, and trusting in God. This is an example for every one of us. This is an example for all of us to take to heart, because we can be these same people. We can be just like this, or we can be his friends. Many today are walking that path. May we be like Job and walk in his integrity, or that level of integrity, every day. It's the only way to be. Walking in faith. That's how you please God. It's the only way to please God is faith. Guys, that was Job 28. The next video will be Job 29, Job's summary defense. So he's still going. He's shutting these guys down by giving them the full Monty. Everything he's got. At this point, they should have nothing to say. But, of course, Job keeps going here in 30. Job keeps going and keeps going. Then Elihu contradicts Job's friends. This interaction here is incredible. I love that Job is just pouring his heart out here. Here's what I believe. Here's what I know to be true, and I'm going to follow that. Because this is what God taught me. Love it. We should all be like this. And let's keep reading, because there's more for us to learn and more examples for us. Guys, I thank you all for watching. I love you all very much, and I will see you in the next video.